All right, so I'm going to show you guys how you can hack this. It's called a ciro. And as most of you know, we pay, I don't know, 13, 14 bucks a pop for 3. But here's how you can pay 13 bucks, get 3, and actually save yourself some money. So this thing here, there's usually a label over here that you can peel off. So you have to peel that off. Now once you do that, take that, release it. You have to take vice grips and put one here and one on here, but don't strip the little threads. Don't do that. But you have to turn it until you hear it pop. And you go really light, because if you pop it, you don't want to break that plastic. Now once you do that, here I'll show you, because actually this is one that I've already done. And they tell you, like, so here, once you pop that part, you'll see a coil, and you'll see this. You have silicone in there. I don't want to tip it over because it's going to spill out my oil. But as long as the silicone is good, you take that silicone part out, you fill it, you put it back in, but you make sure the coil part lines up with the silicone part. I can't really explain that to you, but yeah, I'm going to spill this on my laptop. But once that does that, you get it even. And then what you want to do is, when you have that part off, take that off, take the silicone part out, make sure it lines up with that as it's over here, but you fill your thing. And then once you put this back on, of course they never go on right, but you know. Hold on. That's why you want to make sure you don't strip your threads. There we go. Make sure it lines up right. And then this, which I filled with, I think, nutmeg or something like that. Works. Perfectly fine. Now you might only get like 2 or 3 out of these, but it's well worth it, because 3 or 15 bucks. But I've filled this one, I think, 4 or 5 times, and I definitely saved myself some money on that. So just a note, that's how to hack it. This part right here, once you take that off, this means nothing. Put it away. It's the metal part here. Put something on here, something on this plastic, and you turn it. As long as you don't break it, you're fine. But as soon as you get that part out, I've already broken this, so once you get that part out, the coil, and you got your silicone part here, you pull that out, make sure they match up, because there's 1, 2 on each side. Silicone will have 1, 2 on each side. As long as you match those up, and then you put it back together after you fill it around the rim, of course. Put it back together. And as you can see, that's my own fluid. That's nutmeg something. I don't know. It's weird, but lights up. Perfect. Works every time. And I've done this probably, I don't even know how many times, but it works out great. And it saves me a lot of money. So, just a little hint. I'll probably take it down before too long, but it is what it is.